All right. Here we are on our first game of the evening, spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Oceanborn in the blue. Give it up for Maturino's Nightmare. And his opponent in the bottom right in the red, he is a man that plays Protoss as well. Give it up for Cyan. In the red, confusingly, the man is named after a color. And he is a different color. Nightmare usually tends to be blue, now that I think about it. More often than not when I've seen him in anything. But at least we have a red and blue game. None of that crazy stuff. Nightmare going for a gate scout. Cyan doing exactly the same on the other side of the map. And that be that. And this is the 38th week of the Korean Starcraft League. Pretty crazy. We've been doing this for 38 weeks. I've missed more than I should have. I gotta say. Make sure I'm on. Am I on Team Liquid? Yes, I am. Okay. Good. Alright, double gate opener for both. Not too surprising. They're both on the high ground. Curious to see who goes to depths in this matchup. Korean PvP, it's funny. I never thought I'd see it too much other than when we saw one gates more, and obviously with max packs, and a lot of Europeans doing it in the past. But Europe's been doing a lot of adept openers and adept play, where it hasn't been as much the case in Korea, other than, you know, obviously you'll have some adepts here and there for harass, etc., etc. Oh, looks like the probe's going down on either side, potentially. No, it's barely going to survive for Cyan. Maybe. Yeah, his shields are regenning. If he doesn't get too greedy, he's going to keep that alive and hopefully be able to see what 2 units are coming out. It's going to be a double stalker opener into Warp Gate. No units. Oh, because of a supply block. Oh, a very rough supply block for Cyan. That is Sag. Cyan horribly supply blocked. That's actually pretty devastating that early in the game. That's potentially less adept, but what he's going to do is instead he's going to expand way faster, which could be okay for the man in the red. So he actually cancels the adepts and goes into double sentry. I think he could have got that Nexus even faster at that point. You might as well at this point. 2 sentries against 2 stalkers and a proxy. Nightmare is going to go punish this. I have a feeling we're going to see a late 3-gate robo, or probably a 4-gate is my guess. More so. Probe still up from Cyan. Going to be able to scout some of this. He's going to see there's no second pylon, so he knows something's up. And it is going to be a 3-gate robo from Nightmare. And again, not much here to really help. Like, that shield battery's in trouble. These 2 sentries are, in fact, in trouble. He's going to try to micro the sentries. Does he get a cancel on the shield battery? He doesn't. That's a kill. Not going very well for Cyan at the moment. One stalker is about to pop, however. So with the 2 sentries, he has to be careful not to lose the sentries. Essentially, that's the problem. Oh, he loses 1 even with the 2 force fields. It doesn't segment it off. The second stalker does come, but it's a little late. And that being said, that's 1 less unit to hold. So he's on defenders. He's on the defender's side of things. Losing the shield battery, losing the sentry. That's basically 125 minerals and 100 gas right off the rip. Very sad for Nightmare. That being said, Big Daddy Immortal's on the way as well. He's going for a robo of his own, which I don't totally hate. Nice defense against the adepts. He gets the shield battery up right there, but obviously there's just so few units here. This is kind of hard to hold now that the Immortal's going to pop any second. He does have energy for battery overcharge. It will be activated a little earlier before the Immortal, but again, there's just so little here to hold. And the pylon gets deactivated, so that means no more... Oh my god. That means no more battery overcharge. Hey, what's up, PCH? GG is called. Nightmare's gonna take it. Pretty handedly, too. How you doing? Sorry, guys. I'm adjusting to casting mode from DGen mode earlier. And as you can tell, I'm not drinking tonight, which is... How you doing, PCH? What's up, buddy? By the way, I had to bounce earlier because I was at work. I was like, holy crap, this kid's on... Well, this guy, you know, around my age, is on quite early today for you. And Oh, but never mind. It wasn't important, but it was something funny. Forgot what the hell I was saying. Alright, anyway. It'll come to me, hopefully. But anyway, we're into game 2, and Nightmare handedly took that one. Game number 1. See what we get. Are we gonna get some craziness in game 2? That supply block really hurt Cyan. Maybe he was going for that fast. I really don't think he was. That was just a mistake. Unfortunately for the man. Not this man. This man is sitting pretty here with a point on the board. The bottom left-hand corner of Solaris in the blue from Matcherino. It is Nightmare. And a man that is mortified after that first game, that big supply block, and the late 3-gate robo. No alert for Patreon. I do not, unfortunately, because we have shared patron. I wish there was more we could do, because Chicken Man actually runs the Patreon I obviously have access to. Did you just become a patron, sir? Or I saw your tweet. But yeah, guys, consider being like PCH and becoming a patron. Thank you for your patronage. I can't check right now. I was trying to. But thank you. Kano is casting in French Hups matches right now. Unfortunately, I went here. Big Mac. 25, thank you. We do appreciate it. It goes all to the players, 100%. Oh, and a days. Thank you, PCH, for the $25 dues to Korean Starcraft. The most base Starcraft, let's be real. I think the Koreans deserve something. And realistically, I think it's been a success for a tournament, even if it is falling short, but we are running under the monthly stuff. I hear AoE, I feel like, but I don't know. No music playing. It's StarCraft 2, sir. It is not Age of Empires in the days. There's going to be a 2-gate opener from both. Cyan this time going for a cheeky pylon. May just be a metagame proxy pylon, or is he going to go for a gold base ninja base? I think it's just a metagame pylon, but look where that pylon's placed, and that's why I say this. It looks like it could be a setup. Or is it a trap? But thanks again, PCH. We do appreciate it. And also, you can consider being a patron to Dave. I actually should go to Ko-Fi, but then it's going to screw with the 2 people that are on there. The lovely Ms. Ivy and Base Torchion, I think. I could be wrong. I have to check again. I was shocked to see I have patrons again. That's a rare thing. That is a rare thing. Alright, 2 Adepts. Do shade across. And looks like we are going to get a Nexus. Guys, who called it? Dave called it. That is gotta be a Nexus. Look at the placement of that probe. But I don't know why he let the pylon finish. This is a debate. Ah, but the Adepts. Are they going to cancel the shade? I hope so, in a way. Not really. He's going to recall them. And will we go for a Nexus? We will, looks like. Oh, never mind. He's going for a Robo. What is going on? He's going for an in-base Robo now. I don't really like this from Cyan now, but maybe he's going to just take his time. 4 Adepts hitting the pylon with a probe is pretty comical to see, actually, how long it takes. What is this for? What are we doing? That actually is a really bad ninja base, by the way, but I think it would have been based. Dude, don't be playing with my emotions, Smokey. That's all I can say to Cyan. This man is playing with my emotions, guys. He's setting us up for a ninja base that we never get. He still gets a probe in. Probe's still alive. He's going to be able to scout the tech. He's going to see that it's a Twilight Research and very likely to be Blink. That being said, it is a proxy gateway from Nightmare. Just the regate. There is a Robo, but nothing's being produced right now. I think he was going for a Warp Prism before, but now it's going to be an Immortal. Maybe it was just for defense, but the Adepts just unable to do enough here. It's looking rough for Cyan again. He's going to wish he took that ninja base now. What would be 200 IQ is if he left the probe there and he canceled the Nexus and took another Nexus at the Ninja Base location. But you know what I always say, guys? You've heard it once, you've heard it again. If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, it'd be Christmas all year round. But it is almost Christmas time. And in the spirit of things, we were hoping for Ninja Base that we're not going to get, but we are going to see a couple of Adepts going through the probe. Still making his way out here. Actually pretty base, but these two slow warping Adepts may actually get something done. Nightmare going for an expand behind this. Oh no, missed target. Did you guys see that? Ah, so unlucky for Cyan. Cyan actually in a bit of trouble right there. Oh, two Adepts making their way in the base of Nightmare. Are going to be able to go ham on the workers. Can we defend on this side for Cyan, though? He's forcing a recall. 5 workers, 6 workers, 7 workers. Does he get an 8? Can we get a 9? We do get 9 workers. And ladies and gentlemen, you've now confirmed I can count. I know that was a hot topic and subject to debate, but I actually can count. Why isn't he just going for a 3rd Immortal? And the reason is there's Blink, but still, actually 3 Immortals could be pretty spicy. He kills the Sentry on the back foot of it. And, man, Cyan's doing a lot better this game. Blink's a hell of a drug, but the War Prism will be in, so we will have Ghetto Blink. Cyan is going to rebuild his Nexus. Again, he did cancel before. That being said, 2 more Adepts going on the other side of the map. There are a bunch of defensive units. Nightmare's army is just gigantic. Still, not a lot of damage being dealt from the 2 Adepts. Enough to keep pressure on. And Cyan's is going full set. That being said, there are 2 Adepts from Nightmare as well. And Cyan is not expecting this. He's not in position to defend anything there. He could warp in a couple of units, but right now it's on cooldown. It's just 2-gate Robo, not 3-gate Robo. So the production cycle is going to be really rough. He's going to... Oh my gosh, well, he recalls. Okay. The pylon will be scouted, and at this point, that pylon being scouted means Cyan's gonna be supply blocked. Oh no! Oh no! No! The Adepts. Okay, never mind. Cyan does hold. 2 Adepts gonna force his attention away. It is gonna be a big push. Well, kind of a big push. It's kind of a skewed push from Mr. Nightmare. Nightmare is, funnily enough, very close on probes, even after everything. Alright, 2 Adepts coming in with a War Prism. Desynchronizing their attack are not going to do a great job of picking things off, but he is going to keep pressure on, and it is enough to help Mr. Cyan overall. He's delaying the push. Actually, is it helping? There's no shield battery here, and that is a problem. Will an Immortal get sniped? It is not. One of the Stalkers does immediately go down, though. There's 3 Immortals here. The War Prism still a threat on the other side of the map. Blink just now being researched for Mr. Cyan. Oh, here comes the Blink in the main base. Just 2 Immortals and 2 Stalkers are up here. Is it going to be enough? Oh, another Immortal's here. It's a lot of defense. 3 Immortals are going to be enough to powerhouse their way through this, guys. And defend the Blink. Eventually, when Cyan gets Blinked, this could be pretty good. I wouldn't hate to see Nightmare going in to charge when he can because of the high Immortal count, but at the same time, it all depends. It looks to me like Cyan's taking the lead. And in a way, once Blink comes down, I wouldn't hate to see him just drop a couple gates and literally go across the map. He does have the Warp Prism. Wouldn't hate to see... I truthfully would not hate to see, well, a few things. Again, charge on the side of Nightmare, but he's going to have some Immortals of his own at the same time. Again, a couple gates going down. And they are both going to drop a couple gates. Income-wise, Cyan's kind of leading for more of the game, but still, those 2 Adepts earlier on did a lot of economic damage to Nightmare. Kind of leaving him a little vulnerable. That being said, Blink's not done just yet, but this is 5 Big Daddy Immortals. A recall is forced for Nightmare just for 2 Stalkers. He needs everything. Oh my god, there's 4 sentries here, and that is going to be a big problem. Blink finishes just now. Warp Prism coming from Nightmare as well. So many Immortals, guys. And it's the song and dance routine that we see from time and time again. Cyan taking a 3rd base, I like it. I would love to see some tech behind this because he has a 3rd gas. If he can macro with this, it could be pretty nice. That being said, with all these immortals, he's allowing Nightmare to get caught up in the immortal count. Another thing, Cyan now going into charge would be pretty good. Zealots are just so cost efficient. Well, let's be real, when you got charge. Battery overcharge was forced to be used by Nightmare. War Prism going out, try to get some harass on the other side of it. That being said, the army supply is slightly in favor of Nightmare. That battery overcharge on cooldown is going to be a little rough, and he's going to lose the Observer. Alright, so... well, the Adepts are just ferried to the side, but still... he has to be careful, the man is blinking. He loses the War Prism, though, and there's no proxy pylon anymore to reinforce. Cyan needs to go the hell back home. He's lost a couple of mortals, at least one. Yeah, it was just one immortal, but still. Obviously, the trade's not as efficient, but his income's higher with a third Nexus. No transitions in tech. Charge, no +1. Disruptors would be crazy, just because there's, you know, some immortals up from each side. Immortals are basically sitting ducks against disruptors, so are Archons. That being said, oh, the Observer does live for now. Again, notice no War Prism is a big factor. Actually, oh, he's getting a little greedy here. Cyan getting jebaited by the two Adept Shades. Alright, Sentries forcing this up, and oh wow, and luckily the Immortals were out of position still. 3 base economy is pretty good for Cyan. The third base trying to go down for Nightmare. Nightmare is the favored player, I'd say, in this match. He's tried desperately to... oh, that was not the blink. That aggressive blink may have just done him in this game, guys. He lost so many Stalkers trying to chase that War Prism. Second War Prism's out for Cyan, but at the end of the day, he's looking rough. He's tried his damnedest, loses the War Prism. Both War Prisms are down, but Cyan's losing the Immortal battle now. He does have a shield battery, but that's 4 Big Daddy Immortals right there. Alright, with that said, another War Prism is coming out from Nightmare. Neither player doing any other transition points. Cyan with a very good economy, truthfully. Nightmare is actually caught on the same worker count. Now he's going to be able to mine just as much. So excellent macroing behind this from both of them. Still, I feel like that was a bit of a... I'm not the biggest fan of that blink forward, basically. It was a ballsy move, and I think it was just too... It just, simply put, was not worth it to try to take out a War Prism. Like, that actually cost him that whole engagement, in my opinion. I think he would have been perfectly fine to sit back and just take a more patient, calculated fight. That being said, the 2 Big Daddy Immortals are going to be targeted. It's a lot of Stalkers. The 4 Immortals behind this just doing devastating damage. And again, no charge. I really think that would have been the play, especially when he was on 3 bases earlier. Drop a couple gates, but it doesn't matter. Nightmare is going to move on in a 2-0 on the other side of it. So that is a 2-0 for Mr. Nightmare. Vlad streaming too. Mr. Vlad. How you doing, Hanson? Alrighty. Bum, bum, bum. Oh wait, oh, hop. I'll go get... I'm gonna go get Hup. Oh, no, 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 no! 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 I missed the series. God damn it. Ay, ay, ay. I missed the series. Classic versus Coffee. Pori 49 versus Barcode. I could have got Hup. How you doing, Chapa? How you doing, Hanson? Oh, rough. I missed Cure for Hup, and then Hup went into the game. Not like this. Because now Triple and Poriforion are playing. That's the Barcode versus Poriforion was a triple. Winner will go on to fight Nightmare. And I have a feeling that game is going to be over pretty quickly. Poor Poriforion playing with a lot of ping from Canada to Korea. And Triple's going to take it. So we do have a series. Vlad and Kano are covering Cure. How you doing, Bogo? So Dark versus Triple's going on. Cure versus... Oh, Cure versus Hup. I was in it. I had a message Hup. Okay, so Dark versus Triple. I guess we'll get that. I didn't realize Hup was playing Cure. Damn it. I could have got Hupsea and Cure. That is hilarious. All right, we got Dark versus Triple. Should be a good one. All right, guys. Here we are going into our first game of this series. It's a little bit of a lopsided matchup. As we go into hard lead, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner. In the red, give it up for Dragon Kites of Gaming's Dark. Our Zerg player. His opponent in the upper left. Yes, he's a barcode. This man is known as Triple, and he is in the teal, or cyan. I don't know about this wall. I will immediately tell you guys with no, you know, this brass tacks, no bullshit. This is not a good wall, especially if you're playing against Dark. Dark is the kind of guy that is going to capitalize on this, and he's damn lucky he's not going pool first so far. Yeah, Dark is just going for... actually, he's going for the 6 o'clock position. Third base for his nat. Nice hatch block, though, still. But, guys... Oh, that pylon in the wall. What were you thinking, Triple? What were you thinking? All right, so it is going to be a hatch gas pull. Nothing too crazy for an opener, but it is dark. So you know these games are going to be pretty volatile. All right, Chicken Man. What's up, Chicken Man?
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
Good, man. I gotta make sure chat can hear you.
Chat, can you hear Chicken Man on my end? I think you should. What is going on?
I know I hear you on my end, but we're gonna change that. Although it'd be kind of funny if I co-cast with you, but then just didn't put your volume on.
I'm sure that's happened to you. It's had to have happened to you in the past. It's definitely happened to me where I've casted with like Renegade or somebody, and they were non-existent in the VOD.
Yeah. I have different audio settings now. I like did the OBS thing where you split the audio by application. The only problem is for Discord, it's like really specific what Discord window you have open, so I have to change it every time I'm in a call with a different person.
Oh God, yeah, that's. I was wondering about that actually, and yeah, that's frustrating for sure.
Yeah, as long as I remember to do it, it's not a problem. But
yeah, as long as you can hear me for now. Good to see it. How about this wall, by the way?
This, you know, I like this wall. This is the wall of a man who's confident Dark does not want to Bane bust him.
I know, I was just thinking of all players to do this against is Dark. I'm like, man, even Hero wouldn't do this, I'm pretty sure.
If Hero did this wall, he would immediately be prepared for like a Roach Ravager Queen rush.
Yeah.
Knowing that Dark was going to go for it. It'd be like bait.
Yeah.
Baiting him into it.
Exactly. Somehow he'd fight it off with like an Adept, an Oracle, and like 2 Stalkers or some crazy nonsense. You know?
That sounds about right. I'm missing Hero in this bracket today.
I know, I messaged him too.
I can only assume he's getting ready to go to Atlanta. We are getting pretty close to that.
Yep.
Some of the players might be flying out in the next couple days, so.
True. That's quite the trip for those guys.
Yeah, it's a long way, and if they're getting there early at all, you know.
And Chicken Man, as we get into it, I wanted to let you know, you didn't see it. We have exceeded, technically, if you count Matcherino's SummerSlam, we are over $20,000 as a community.
That is awesome.
Starcraft League. How do you feel about that being the bigger part of this as time went on than Dave? How do you feel about that?
I mean, you know, it's all the community, right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad that we're here to facilitate
Hell yeah.
the community's money going to the players.
And look,
that's so sick. I hadn't looked at how much we had put in, and that's awesome.
It just clocked.
It's a crazy amount.
Yeah, because it clocked in my head today when I saw 38. I go, we're over $1,500 then just in the $400 weeklies, and then I thought about it. I'm like, well, we're over 20,000.
Yeah. Damn. That's cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
We did it.
Hell yeah. All right, so DTs. And Dark is going to have a lair eventually, but what a hell of a tying. I think Dark sniffed this out too late.
Well, but there are spore crawlers around. Dark, he's a smart man.
Yeah.
And he's got some spores hanging around here. One of them finished up in the main just at the exact right time.
What I like is that how he uprooted and moved that spore down to the bottom of the ramp was 200 IQ because he potentially could have lost a couple of roaches. Sick.
It was a perfect spot. I mean, and now Dark, like, he's defended, and when you just defend DTs like this, oh man, it's not a wall.
Oh man,
nice hot pickup for triple, but
triple. If he pulled the boys immediately, he would have lost like no workers right there. Honestly.
I mean, 6 it could be worse, but
yeah, it's about.
It could also be better. I mean, 7, you know, it could be worse.
I mean, yeah, truthfully, I was thinking that, and he saved the Immortal. Actually, that's actually pretty big. All things.
It is. I didn't expect that, but the Prism came in clutch.
I was about to say, if he gets his Ling run by it, wait, what is this man doing? He's chasing all these Lings with his Sentry and an Immortal. No!
Oh no! Oh! Dark. Dark realizing this isn't hero and is going to go for the kill, but doesn't even get the sentry. Damn. All right, Triple.
Triple's playing a little bit like hero. He's like sloppy hero here.
Yeah, it's a fancy control going on. And I mean, look at this potential army we got going on here. There's 3 immortals, 4th one on the way. We got sentries, we've got archons. Could be sick.
Yeah, this actually could be. It's a 2-base all in. It looks like 4 more gates dropping. Oh, buddy.
Here we go. I mean, listen, Dark's at double the army supply, but those are roaches, which, as we know, are bad. So,
yeah, I mean, it'd be a different story if it was like all charge lots or like resonating glaive adepts, but this is Immortal Archon charge lot. It's the boomer build.
It's a classic composition here. Look at this. Archon drop gonna kill an Overlord.
Oh my god, this is actually wild. He's not paying attention back home. He's not seeing the changeling, the army.
I'm a real zealot. Look at me run around as a real zealot.
Even though I'm noticeably slower than your other zealots.
Well, figured it out. His accent wasn't quite right.
Well played. His accent wasn't quite right, guys. Chicken Man, I just gotta say that picture was amazing. We'll talk about that later. Sorry.
No, that was a good one. That was a good one. You're right. I don't even know if I knew that picture existed.
Robbie wanted it.
All right, Triple's gonna go for it. I mean, listen, there are 5 immortals here. I love the Zealot DT warping in the main to draw some units up here. But I don't know if it's gonna be enough, man. Dark has a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and he lost the warp prism. No, he didn't. Okay,
no, he still got it. He still got it. It's staying alive.
Yeah, this is a Zerg moment. Classic. We're 8 minutes in the game, and we're maxed out. And like 50-something workers. Not even the magic 66. This is Dark for you.
Nope. Dark's like 53. That's good enough. I don't need full saturation. I don't need all my gases to build Roachling. Oh, he's going for the full surround. Oh, man.
I mean, in a world where every Overseer died.
True. In that world, I mean, the Overseers are getting low. I don't know that it's going to matter, though, because the rest of the army is fully dead.
Yeah.
The main base is in some trouble, I will say. Dark is losing drones right now. There's a lot of stuff in there. The problem is, if Dark kills the rest of this army, which he's about to, what is to stop Dark from running across the map and just moving Triple's base?
Yeah, and truthfully, it wasn't even that many drones. Hell, 5 drones. That was it, Chicken Man.
Yeah. Triple's doing a great job at keeping himself in this game. The Zealot's now hitting the 3rd base, but they're clicked on the base where I feel like they might have just wanted to hit some drones. Dark clears them up. And now it is 4 army supply to 106. Dave, I don't know how good you are at math, but I think even we can tell that 106 is bigger than 4.
Oh, yeah. I mean, carry the 3, the second power. He looks dead.
Yeah. Absolutely dead. I love how the Overseers are just late to the party. The DT's doing their best. But, man, this one DT has a lot of work ahead of it. I don't think it's going to happen.
No, I don't either. Force fields, an Immortal, and a Dream ain't going to be enough.
No, you need a lot of Dreams for this one. Unfortunately, Dream is a retired Terran player, and Dark is going to take game 1.
Very true. Very true. Sorry for the scuff getting into this, but hey, man, we have had some exciting stuff. It's been a minute since we've been in together, too.
It has been. It has been.
And I'm even sober.
Also a pretty chill bracket today.
Yeah.
Sober Dave. I was just telling my chat that tomorrow I'm not going to be sober. I'm going to Neuro's house, and we're going to do a whiskey tasting on his channel.
Oh, didn't you? Yeah, you did wine last time, didn't you?
Yes. We've done a wine and a beer, and now we're on to whiskey. So
nice.
Gonna be fun.
Oh, heck yeah.
Gonna get mildly drunk.
Right. The most I might do to loosen me up, probably because of how much I've drank, is maybe grab the one shot in my fridge.
There you go.
I don't usually... Actually, when I went out with Ahmed and Bruno, and they came to Utica, I had a Jack and Coke in your honor.
Oh, damn. That is my drink of choice.
Mm-hmm. And though I'm going to try to behave for a bit, I actually realized I'm not coming in. I should have went in Thursday, but I'm trying to save a few bucks. So I have one night less in Atlanta. I'm going to try to behave a bit, but I definitely want to have a couple of those Jack and Cokes with you, Chicken Man.
You know, it's good to behave, though. It's good to behave. I also have definitely spent too much money in December already, but probably still going to be irresponsible in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely for the party time, but I'm just saying, like, watch it a little bit more during the days a bit. At least until I have...
Yeah, during the day is tough. The food in that venue is always so expensive.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, man. The food. I made the mistake of buying drinks, too, like... Oh.
Yeah, I think I bought like
beers.
one, and I was like, you know, that's just not. It's not happening anymore.
Yeah.
I'll wait till I go to the bar down the street that sells triples.
Exactly. I even have a game plan. I'm actually gonna buy. I'm gonna buy some beer for my room, and then I'm like, well, before we go out.
There you go. Pre-game. Perfect.
You want to do the honors, sir?
All right, certainly. Spawning in the lower left-hand corner of Solaris in game 2. Dropping down an early pool because he's like, all right, let's go to the semis. It is Dragon Kites's Dark.
And his opponent in the upper right, in the green, with another scuffed wall, it looks like. Oh my, what is he doing, man?
Oh no, dude.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh no, what is this? What is it? What are those? I mean, is Dark gonna proxy hatch too? He is.
Yeah, and I gotta make a point. I don't like talking about this chat on both sides. I apologize. I had to pull yours up as well. I have you up, but Max Packs, the original Max Packs in Twitch, not to be confused with the player, is in my chat.
the original Max Packs, but not the player Max Packs. Mm-hmm. A different Max Packs.
Exactly.
I see. I see. Oh, Dark. I love Dark so much.
Yeah. Dark. Doing dark things.
I feel like against any other, like, Korean pro player, they're just going to play out in a macro game. You know, kind of like game 1 of this, right? Mm-hmm. But Dark is like, 12 full proxy hatch.
Yep.
Let's see how he handles it.
He's skilled, as the NA Zerg players tell me, especially when I gain MMR, there's always the cheeky guys that claim, they're like, oh, we're just skill checking you, bro.
I mean, this is a skill check. And unfortunately, I think Triple's going to fail this particular skill check.
Yeah, he doesn't have a chrono. He needs a...
Yeah, another Zealot will get out before this pylon dies, but that is going to be the last thing built. Probably this whole game for Triple, as I feel like the Lings are just going to win this. The hatch is going to pop. There's more Lings on the way.
I hate to say it, but this is one of those cases a lot of people don't like it. But I almost wouldn't have hated a Forge response because of how he walls and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have minded a Forge either. I actually think a Forge could be good against this for sure. Mm-hmm. But this is too little too late. Let's see if the Lings can finish it off or if Triple can hold on for a little while with these probes. Shield battery is done, but is it enough?
He pulled every
there's a spine crawler on the way. Dark. You dirty man. Disgusting.
Yeah, he pulled every worker. I can see maybe if he had like 3 shield batteries somehow and like he needed another unit though. Like an adept. A couple of shield batteries actually. But no.
Yeah. Adept, a stalker, 3 shield batteries, 2 more gates. Maybe an immortal. An immortal here would be really good.
Yeah, I don't think 6. probes and a zealot are going to do it, mate.
You know, I just don't think so. I mean, listen, Dark's only on 12 workers, but I think that's going to be enough. As the last of the probes go down, the zealot is going to bite the dust and triple will tap out at 0 supply.
Not like this, Dark doing him dirty, but maybe he's going to be like, triple, man. Got to work on that wall.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, he's just trying to teach him. Tough love. Nightmare watching this right now, taking notes. Okay, hold on. This is how not to wall against Dark.
Exactly.
Can be very useful as they're playing each other next.
And Hero's probably watching on the sidelines going, I like this idea.
I'm going to refill my drink real quick.
I think I'm going to do
make
the same.
sure they don't.
Yeah, I'll tell them to hold on a second.
All right, I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Same here. Oop. Hola. So Dark versus Nightmare.
Dark versus Nightmare.
I had to go grab a Coke. If it was just me, I would have taken a minute and warmed up some coffee, but
Go for the canned caffeine instead.
oh yeah.
I'm going for the energy drink right now.
Nice.
I'm on the Rockstar.
Rockstar. I gotta be doing Rogue Energy Drink. I partnered with that stuff, and I'm like, I didn't bought any. I had some. It's actually not bad, but it's not bad. I was gonna do it for KSL fundraising, but I'm like, you know,
Gotta do it.
maybe I should. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do.
Shout out to Rogue Energy,
Yeah.
keeping the KSL going.
That would be nice if I actually do it. But I've just been kind of only so much you can do in a day is how I've been feeling lately. I don't know about you.
I totally get it. Completely understand.
I'm sure, yeah. You're a busy man.
Try not to overdo it.
Yeah. I say that, and then I proceed to book the whole weekend for casting when I'm like, oh, you know, I got to take care of some stuff before. I'm going to take care of some odds and ends around the house and da-da-da-da-da before Atlanta. No, it's not happening. Well, I'll make it happen. Somehow, Chicken Man. Are you doing any of the IEM stuff tomorrow?
No. Nope. I'm like super busy all week.
Yeah, it's actually smart then, even if you weren't, because we have Atlanta coming up, like I was just saying. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I got you.
I have to work from now until I leave, so
off.
Busy every day, and then I got a bunch of other stuff going on in the evenings. I mean, tomorrow I'm going to be whiskey tasting with Neuro and A-Pop, which will be a lot of fun. But Sunday I'm actually casting some of the OSC.
Yep.
They're doing a 24-hour thing,
Yeah,
so I'll be casting that in the evening.
Yeah, Eddie mentioned you were doing some, and I'm doing some earlier on before you. So we'll probably send everybody your way.
Nice.
I don't know what I'm doing. I said no shot. I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't either.
The morning thing. I was like, I'm pretty sure Chicken Man's not going to be doing that, even if you didn't have work, because it's quite early for you. The 2v2 thing.
Yeah, I don't know the schedule actually. I'm gonna have to look that up. See what I'm actually covering.
Yeah,
I think it was like I'm available at this time. He's like, all right, how about 7 p.m. to midnight? It's like, all right, no problem.
Nice. Well, hopefully it all lines up for you on my end with it. If it's 7 p.m. for you, 2 I have no idea what I'm casting either, to be honest. But I did put...
we'll figure it out.
I put a link in for that, too, guys. If anybody has a few dollar dues, we want to boost the prize of the finals and help support OSC. I put exclamation mark finals. We have exclamation mark OSC because the KSL is a partner tournament, and Chicken Man and I are both partners of OSC. Yeah. The first Starcraft I ever cast was with OSC. Many, many, many years ago. Yeah. That's wild. I think I remember you say I wasn't on Twitch at the time, but I remember I think seeing that or hearing from you about that on your stream. That's cool. I didn't realize that it was your first. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was just, playing StarCraft, streaming StarCraft, and somebody came in and was like, "Hey, I need a co-caster. I'm casting some StarCraft like tomorrow or whatever. Do you want to join?" I was like, "Hell yeah, dude. I'm so in." So yeah, very cool. Ended up casting that every week for a while, like a year or so. Cast on OSC pretty much every week.
Yeah. Dude, you used to really grind too. I remember, like, you were casting everything. Holy heck. Yeah.
I actually, like, super missed that. But it's like impossible to do unless you're full time.
Yeah, I mean,
it's so hard to cast that much when you're like working and trying to have some sort of a life.
Oh, we didn't miss them. Okay.
No. Sure. Dark likes to take a break in between matches.
Yeah.
I'm kind of used to it at this point. We're gonna have like,
it's fine.
10 minutes between matches.
It's fine, Let's see over there. Dark's probably fixing himself breakfast,
Right.
Next time he's gonna walk the dog. How's the cat doing, by the way? It's awfully cute.
He's great.
Heck yeah.
He's a little cutie patootie.
I'm so excited to actually hang out. I hope you know how it is in Atlanta. We just kind of all jelly around everywhere. But I have a sneaky feeling we'll meet up again. But this year I'm a little more my normal self than last year.
I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited. Last year I had taken like a 6-month hiatus of StarCraft before going, so I was felt kind of disconnected. But this year I've been more in it. Excited to see a lot of people there.
Yeah, and I was just in a funk. I was out of work. You know what I mean? I was like streaming all the time. I was not seeing people. It was a weird time for me. And I also never been there, so I was kind of feeding on panic and anxiety. But we made it, and it was still a good time. But normally, when you were like, "Dave, let's go get lunch," it'd be like, I would have been a little more, relaxed, chipper. Oh, Kaitlyn's here. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
She's gonna probably bug us to cast. I guarantee it. If that's okay. Would you want to let Kaitlyn in with us, Chicken Man? I know that's because she was
3-person cast.
I know. What do you think? Because she's like, "Hi, fam."
We could swap around a little bit.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Would you want to cast? I was enjoying casting with you. I miss you, buddy.
I know. It's been a while.
See, like, we can't just go hang out like you and A-Pop and Neuro,
I know. You're too far away. You just got to move to Seattle. Honestly, it's only like 3 times as expensive here.
No, I know. I'd need to get a job that... I probably could get a job that I...
You probably could get a job over here that paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
This is kind of the place for it.
And yes, Bruno, just like you, panic and anxiety like you, yes. I have the same stuff.
Why don't you both move halfway and meet halfway and move to Montana? Now, if we move to Montana, that means Dave would come to Seattle. Come on, Fear Dragon. Get with it. I live in Seattle.
Kaitlyn, request if you would cast with her first.
Yeah.
Not to cut off. Could you tell her? Maybe we could do something in the finals or something. We'll just explain, like, "Hey, Kaitlyn, But yeah, it's Kaitlyn. She's a sweetheart, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, well, I'll hit her up for the semis, and then maybe we can join up for an exciting three-person finals.
I know. You and I are on the same page. We've done it enough times. It's been fun, though, sometimes. Let's be real. I kind of miss Florencio. And the one time we had Bale, Wolf, Florencio, you and I that was pretty wild. You know?
That was good times.
And all right. I guess I'll check you in a bit, bud.
Yeah. I'll see if I can get in touch with Kaitlyn.
You can yell at me after about this. Like, oh, imagine us being
no, it's okay. I talked to her last week about it.
Yeah. I felt so bad. It was my fault. I was mad at chat. But yeah. All right, I'll see you in a bit, bud.
Good. All right.
Sorry,
Good
buddy.
to chat with you.
You too. All right, brother. All right, I guess Chicken Man's going to go with Kaitlyn first. Florencio is coming to DreamHack Atlanta again. You're going to have double the cheese. The two cheesy men with the hats will be back again, Bruno. I'm glad you're there. And, yeah. So good to see you guys. We got a bunch of casters on. We got Vlad. We got Kaitlyn now on, too. I think my computer's going to lag if I have too many streams open. But you guys can check them out. We got the Man of Chickens, of course, with me there. The Ducklings will be coming in. Alexander Enke casting in Spanish. Kano casting in French. We have Into the Inno casting in Korean. Only in KSL, guys. And Bruno, I don't know if you heard. We have an exciting metric. We've now reached $20,000. Over $20,000 in total money in KSL since it started. It's a pretty big milestone, and I'm hoping that is a good community accomplishment together. And, damn, it's just wild to be part of that. Everybody's part of it. And we're going to have a trifecta cast of Chicken Man, Kaitlyn, and myself at the end for the finals. I'll probably go for one of the ones, the semis with her or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out as it goes. I'm glad Kaitlyn's casting too. The more the merrier. The lovely Miss Kate. She doesn't like hearing that, but, you know. And I'm actually sober tonight, guys. This is crazy. On a Friday night, Dave is sober on stream. I almost feel like Katz is missing it. You know? All right. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Alcione. In the red, representing Dragon Kites of Gaming, it is Dark. And his opponent in the bottom left, representing Maturino, it is Nightmare. You have many questions for you? I'd love to learn all about all those tools. It's like 100% impressive. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Bruno, I'll make some time for you. I've helped a lot of people. I need to help more people, actually. I'm actually going to make YouTube videos, too, but for you... I mean, there's things that I do, too, that are a little different. But, you know. Oh, unlike yesterday. You're talking about the sober part. I'm guessing. Okay, Dark with a proxy hatch. This may be a bit of a surprise. Guys, look at this. He's going for gold. Actually, it's not. This isn't that uncommon, but will Nightmare sniff it out? He's going for the back side of the gold base. He's, well, I believe Mr. Nightmare is going to confirm that this is actually the standard time pool, but he's not checked down below. He doesn't know where the hatchery is. He's going to assume it's third, I'm guessing. It's gold base. That means Dark's going to have a lot of money earlier. That is going to be quite good for the man. That is Dark. You might say that it's a nightmare for Nightmare. Wait, if his probe saw the drones go down, but he didn't check. Nightmare, go down and check. He's checked nothing. He's checked at, like, this is actually not good. Nightmare's not even went down. I never see a probe just sit here at the top. Like, what is he thinking? Mate, guys, this is just, he's assuming it's a triangle third or linear third. I guarantee it. No, okay, no, he is going to scout it out, but, I mean, it doesn't really do anything to some of this, but he actually could send an adept behind. There will be a queen to defend and actually potentially get some good worker kills. That being said, it is a Stargate opener, and things are pretty standard for our blue Protoss. I mean, like, obviously it's not like anything cheesy. Dark is going to get his 2 lings in. He's quite good at it. He might even get this probe. He might get 2 probes. Oh, no, Nightmare. It's a disaster, guys. The adept is chronoed out. The first one is going behind this. I love that, though. He's going to lose his probe. Oh, almost. Down here. Oh, he's going to lose a probe anyway. Oh, that's so annoying. That's so annoying, guys. Tiggle bitties. I'm sorry, TTS is disabled. Protoss potato. For the cast. Rip your 69 channel points. I actually just turned it back on the other day, and it's for a limited time only, because this shit drives me absolutely nuts. You'll have your opportunity if you come back again in my stream and I'm laddering. Bad job, Dave. It's only 69 channel points. This means you gotta watch more, Dave. I'm gonna endure the ads. I'm gonna turn it off and on sometimes for points, I'm saying. Like, I apologize, I should have disabled it. Alright, decent commitment of lings from Mr. Dark. That said, the Oracle and Adepts are gonna kind of chase him back. In a weird way. In a weird way, this works out for Nightmare. He gets his third up decently quick. It's not that super fast third, but it's a standard time third base. Dark now just getting his natural. The lings are going to be scouted, and I like that the Oracle... the Oracles aren't chasing him back. Nightmare kind of playing with fire. It's a game of chicken, guys. The Stalker unable to get that. It's only the 2 Oracles. He's not going for the 3 Oracle build. Uh-oh, you just tipped it. Nightmare, what are we doing, mate? Okay, he's going to chase that down, but that could be a free Stalker donation to Nightmare. 2 sentries are going to come down. That is definitely going to be... Oof. And guys, that is not worth it. Dark is supply block for a second, but 3 Overlords are about to pop anyway. At the same time, is it going to be... Nice save by Nightmare. Actually keeps the Stalker alive for just a little bit. Alright, that being said, it's a queen. What the hell? This is the weirdest queen walk I've seen. What in the name of NA bullshit are we seeing out of Dark? This is a 3 queen, like, question mark, 5 or 6 roach. Obviously, reinforcements coming push. That was the weirdest damn thing I've seen. The Stalkers are going to fall. Just the 2 sentries are here and against this army. There's no energy in the Oracles. One is almost dead. Actually, both. One is almost dead. The other one has full health. Still, this 3rd base is in trouble, and that's basically what Dark's in for. Blink is not going to be done. Guys, I hate to say it, but the best thing you could do against this, I know I've been biased in the past, but this is actually the truth. The best thing against these pushes, obviously you can't do it if you don't know, would be to drop a Dark Shrine. If he dropped the Dark Shrine, there's no layer on this build. So he would have been able to... Essentially, Dark would have to disengage. Stardash, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. I know this is Korean Starcraft. I know this is Dark. But I feel like that build is something you see more in, like, my scrub leagues of NA, like Diamond 1, MMR, Masters 3 kind of shit. That was so random. Alright, and I think Nightmare may just be done, guys. 3 Zealots just kind of derping in the mineral line. Not that they're going to be able to do much against these anyway. Nightmare desperately trying to hold. He lost his tech. He lost his cyber core. He was going flank stalkers. The man is coping hard. It is a tournament. You can't blame him. GG's called. Dark is going to take it. Yeah, but it's so fun, though. How could you not like Dark? He doesn't always all in, though. That's not... He is probably... He's probably my favorite Zerg. What's weird is it works true Stardash. That's the thing. Some of his builds, it doesn't make sense how they work sometimes. But to that note, it's insanely hard to hold some of this shit. When you're opening standard or whatever. Dark does probably quite well still. I think he's had a rougher run lately. Dark's your favorite Zerg too, Bruno? Exactly. Dark Tanigan, exactly. Dark Tanyan. Well, yeah, of course. It's not just units, it's the unit comp. So, like, in the best case, well, shit. What happened to my microphone? My phone. I put a new one on. That's fucking weird. Shit. Beats the hell out of me. What's up, not again? Sorry, no TTS. I know the points are there, but unfortunately, no TTS, and I have no idea where my fucking phone went to my microphone. It's, huh. I must have bumped it. It's, honestly, it's a replacement. You're gonna have to ask one. Oh, if only you were in a mod, not again. You know, you can do that in mod view. Fun fact. If you go to mod view, not again, on the left it says redeems. You can cancel the redeem. You might want to even wait on that, too, because we might even have other things for 1,000,000 points. 1,000,000 points is a lot of points, bud. But love you, too, bud. All right, anyway, spawning in the bottom left. I'm sure my mic doesn't sound any different, but maybe. In the bottom right, rather, from Dragon Kites of Gaming, it is Dark. And his opponent in the upper left, in the blue, representing Maturino, it is Nightmare. And we are on Oceanborn, the map with the giant freaking whale things that fly around, you know? And if you'll excuse me. Hey, what's up, Yeti? We don't have Hero tonight, guys. A little sad, but we have a different outcome, that means. Not a lot of players tonight. How you doing, Yeti Spaghetti? I'm actually sober on a Friday night. It actually feels good. I'm actually sober, period. And it feels a little bit alright. I am, probably going to partake a little tomorrow. And then after that, I'm going to try to clean out this week before Atlanta. Which my body needs anyway. And then from there, maybe we'll even keep it going. Alrighty, anyway. Little poking and prodding. This is a probe. I have no idea where that microphone foam is, though, guys. It's one of those things. That is strange as hell. How that just disappeared. Oh, it's behind me. Guys, apparently I'm another David. I'm David Copperfield. And I'm casting Starcraft 2 for you. I'm a magician and I never knew it, guys. The microphone has reappeared in its normal state. Alright, probe. It's going to be annoying. He's going to get some harassing. Kind of keep an eye on things. Maybe check the gas. That was a little unlucky the first game, but I think some of it was... He could have prevented some of it or had a better read on what was going on. Thanks for the follow, Lauren. It was nice seeing your stream earlier. How you doing? Nice to meet you again. Kaitlyn is casting with Chicken Man right now. I think she'll join up with me after. We're going to probably do a little bit of musical casters. And guys, check out Lauren. She does stream CSGO. She's actually a pretty good player. I, on the other hand, am not. I am definitely not a good CSGO player. Good to see you. Lauren, thank you for the sub. Holy heck and heck. Greatly appreciated. And what we are doing here, this is the Korean Starcraft League. We've made it to $20,000 on community funding. Exclusively over 20,000. So it's a pretty hype night. We had a $4,000 or $5,000 tournament this summer, the Korean Starcraft League Summer Slam. And it's pretty hype. And guys, I will be casting OSC Masters Cup tomorrow. And I'll be doing the IEM Katowice, the ESL IEM Katowice American Open qualifiers tomorrow night. Before I hang in Kirktown. Alrighty, Adepts. But thank you so much again, Lauren. And guys, make sure you give her a follow. She seems to be an absolute sweetheart. Well. How you doing? Alright, the Oracle is going across the map. We do have a second one on the way. So I want to see if it's 2 or 3 Oracles this game from Nightmare. Nightmare not going for a third base just yet. Dark is, of course, being Dark. We're a little aggressive with the Zerglings, as the Oracle does try to go across the map. And, well, oh, actually, nice save on the Adept. The Adept is going to be able to shade. The wall is complete with the Adept of Mr. Nightmare. Very well done. Very close to losing it. Oracle, did it find any kills? It did not. Nice defense from Dark, but there's really no workers over there. Actually, Nightmare should have poked over from the west side, where these 2 Overlords are. If he came in, he might have been able to get a little bit of damage, even though there would be a Queen there, because there were no drones in the NAD at all, and he kind of should have saw that. All right, looks like we're going to see a almost 2-base all-in. We got a Robo and a Twilight coming down from Nightmare. Late third base. And actually, that could have been almost insta-killed. Not quite, but still. Nightmare just keeping some presence with these Oracles on the other side of the map of Dark. This one we're not getting a full cheese out by Dark. Dark disrespecting Nightmare earlier on. We'll see what happens. Alright, is it going to be Blink Stalkers? It's going to be Charge. I had a sneaky feeling this is going to be Charge lots. This is actually reminding me of a game I saw earlier on today, where we had Classic. Was it Classic versus Rainer, and he took a game off of him? I want to say. It almost reminded me of Haas. But anyway, Oracle's not going to activate its Pulsar Beam. Okay, it does. It's going to deflect the Zerglings. We do have a Baneling Nest coming down, so we're going to see some explosions pretty soon with the +1 melee from our Zerg player, Mr. Dark. That being said, that Adept is really injured, and it's the only thing in this wall. And it is going to move out of position. Okay. Actually, that was beautiful from Nightmare. He's repositioning, changing his tune, changing his angle of attack. I don't really know about the Oracle presence so much. He's really going to have a hell of a time against Dark getting anything done here. Every Lauren you've met, Yeti Spaghetti, has been a good person. Yeah, exactly. Lauren is definitely not a Nicole. I don't know what it is, but like everybody I talk to, who all can relate with Nicole's usually not being based? Or Karen? True. Lauren is definitely not a Karen. But definitely check her out. Maybe we'll get her into StarCraft one day. I highly doubt it. Lauren, do yourself a favor. And do not play this godforsaken game. You'll raise me a Jessica? Jessica's I've usually been alright. And plus, Jessica's a hell of an Allman Brothers song. Let's be real, Yeti. That's kind of Kirk down there. And Jessica happens to be a good friend of mine, too. She was a first robotics coach I worked with when I was doing FTC robotics stuff. But that is funny. Alright, this is going to be a lot of Lings, a lot of Banes. Actually, we're going into +1 ranged attacks from Dark. Shield battery going down, and we are going to have Big Daddy Immortal to support. Dark looks like he is going into... Oh, he did build the Roachborn, so it is going to be Roaches. I'm not surprised to see that. Dark keeping a lot of pressure on, but Nightmare so far able to secure his 4th base. I think he's sitting fine. He's got Archons, he's got Charge Lots, he's going into Blink. He's going to have the tools he needs, he even has an Immortal. I wouldn't hate to see some more Immortal production, or some Stasis Wards. That would be pretty good. Your worst ex is named Jessica. Maybe I'm biased. Fair enough. Fair enough. Mr. Yeti Spaghetti. Alright, guys, with that being said, this looks to be a pretty terrifying Forest Dark. Mustering up the troops. Nightmare has a pretty decent sized army, but the thing is, it's about Zerg production. Dark is hitting these injects with the queens pretty well, as he usually does, but he's grouping everything up into defense. At the same time, this big Ling run by is going to be... Oh my god, that was very well done by Nightmare. Nightmare keeps him in check. He's got eyes on it. He's pushing from 2 different sides, so he happens to catch this Ling run by. That's a little bit of luck. I'm not going to lie. Dark going into centrifugal hooks and glial reconstitution at the same time. Kind of later road speed. And Dark did kind of desynchronize his upgrade. He canceled the +1 range. I think that was a mistake. So he is going to stay on +1 melee, which could be good. But at the same time, Mr. Protoss man here is going with a War Prison. He's going for some Zelly Boy drops, but it's probably going to be scouted by Dark. We'll see. Dark's being patient. He's spreading this creep. Look at this map. It's starting to get all the way across the other side. Dark also going to take a 5th base behind it. Actually, yeah, it's a 5th base. And Nightmare is going into a Stormy Boys. At some point, I wouldn't hate to see a Robo Bay going down for Nightmare. So he could go into Colossus, Disruptors, all that fun stuff. Storm could be fine. This is a very Ling Bane heavy army. Not as much roaches, but still a pretty terrifying amount. Army supply not too bad for Nightmare. Obviously, Zerg's going to have a little more at this point. He's going into a Fleet Beacon, and I almost like that a little better. If he can hold this, there's so much Zerg. Oh, Nightmare's out of position. Dark is going to fully surround both Immortals, but the Storm is going to be so good. Big Daddy Immortals surviving for now, but it's not going to be enough. We do have a couple more Storms following behind. I think he has enough energy. Oh, misclick. Now he does. He's going to clean up a lot of the Zerglings. Still Dark, debating it. Oh my god, these were some brilliant stasis wards. Look at this, we missed it. All these units in stasis. Very good defense after all from Nightmare. Losing a couple of mortals is rough, but still at the end of the day, he holds, he survives. He needs to be ready for this though. That's a decent amount of banelings and a lot of roaches. Alrighty. Yeah, this is pretty good stuff from Mona Me Nightmare. Darks, I mean, has a pretty good setup, but I think Nightmare just needs to hold. Obviously, he's setting up for a 5th base. Going into a 5th. If he can hold and take a 5th, he goes right into Sky Toss, and that's that. Or he could potentially push if he just cleans it up. Problem is, it's just so much Dark. And these are just Blink Stalkers right here. The Archon is out of position. That's be surrounded a bit more than he wants out of the Immortal and the Stalkers. But that being said, on the other side, a couple nice Stasis Wardies. And we do have a Mothership. This has been more common. We're seeing the Motherships coming out. This is reminding me of Showtime, actually. Just a little bit. How you doing, Anti-Diarrhea? Hey, what up, cats? How you doing, brother? All the fam starting to come in here. We got Based Cats in chat, and congrats again to Cats on his first live casting in a long time at a DreamHack, for that matter. Is pretty awesome. Very stoked to see you, just as much as it's almost as cool as, like, you know, seeing Steadfast and Balemouth coming on for their first time, my boys. Anyway, this is going to be a nasty surround by Dark. Our Protoss player, Mr. Nightmare, trying desperately to hold it. A lot of damage is dealt. 21 workers and counting 22. Kind of rough, but at the same time, the 5th base is secured for Nightmare, and he does have a bank, so it's not the end of the world. Still 59 to 70 drones. Dark's not at a full 80. How you doing, cat food salad? Dave, you do Dave things. I love it. Yeah, it's looking a little dicey here. We are going into +1 air weapons. I didn't click on it, but anyway, that'd be that. Some nice storms. The Mothership should tip his hat. I don't understand why we're not going into any form of Sky Toss. Like, I understand. I hate Sky Toss myself, even as a Protoss player, but I mean, Cheek out some Void Rays or something, man. But I wouldn't hate a couple carriers because it's basically going to be Ling Bane, Roach Ravager for now, but obviously Vipers are going to be a thing here in the near future. As Adrenal Glands are coming, we have the Hive for a Dark, and he is going into 1-1, so melee and ranged attacks. That being said, the army is going to split off pretty decently. This little Zealot run by is going to be stopped, and Dark just has... Oh my god, this creep spread is pretty beautiful. I mean, depending on how you look at it. I'm sure Nightmare's mauling a bit, but he did clean some of it up. It didn't get quite as far. It's going to be... Yeah, he took care of the active creep tumors. All right, we're on even workers for both of them. This is going to be a big Bane bust over here. It's going to be scouted. That's actually going to be kind of good for Nightmare to see this. If he, oh, well, actually, I don't think he did. Kind of a crazy thing here. Yeah, exactly. Well, Dark in a way is teching up, though, Yeti. I see what you're saying. What has been in the meta lately, and I think always... Oh my god, that's a lot of Baneling. What? Hello? Battery overcharge. A little late to the party. The Banelings are going to make their way in. And will our man Nightmare be able to hold? He loses the Cyber Core. He loses the wall. And you know what? Dark is just sitting here. He shoots. He scores. Oh man, Dark is actually a crack soccer player too, apparently. For any of you, if you come in from Europe and you're getting up early in the morning on a Saturday, number one, what the fuck's wrong with you? Number two, see number one. But anyway, I should say football, but you know, it's the Korean Starcraft League, cast by an American, for Americans. America. Alrighty. Dark's army's looking a little terrifying, but look at Nightmare's army supply. Carriers have arrived. Spire just now going down for Dark. Same time, Corrosive Vials can be pretty good. The Carrier eats some of it, but for now... Oh, man! Nightmare just can't keep catch a break. That 5th base going down after was a little bit different than how it was seeming before. The fact that Nightmare was able to secure it was nice, but when he lost the workers, he lost the base. Let's take a look at the trades, in fact. A little more in favor of our Protoss for efficiency, but still, Nightmare did lose some crucial stuff. The Spire going down means a big problem because we're going to see a lot of Corruptors come out. Actually, Dark's maxed out on army supply, naturally going into Infestors. A little later than normal for Dark, I feel. And in a weird way, I'm surprised Dark didn't go into Ultralisk this game. That's what I was getting at. He needs the Infestor Corruptor, Yeti, true, but he's going to have to trade out his army, which can go quick, but what he does, he's not going to be able to. Now, in a weird way, if Nightmare doesn't go after the workers, if he doesn't go after the workers, he's in a better spot. The reason is Dark is not going to have enough supply to just max out in Corruptors after, or like just pump on him. Oh no, I don't know about that recall mate. He's going to lose, a couple carriers, and there's not even a single Corruptor made. I don't know, Nightmare. I don't think that was good for you, bud. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an oops. Dark is going to be able to return to mining, however, though. So now, in a way, you kill the workers, you don't have it, but I just thought that would have went a little differently. Static defense should be enough with a little bit of warpins to take care of the Lings. We only have 2 carriers. Oh, brutal. All right, Corrosive Nightmare, what are we doing? Nightmare seems to be just throwing away these carriers, and I don't mean to be too critical. You've all seen, well, most of you have seen my games, and let me tell you, you know damn well I would have thrown a lot more away than 2 carriers, but at the end of the day, those are not the kinds of trades you want. And Dark's not even going into Corruptors, so it's in a weird way. Nightmare with this massive army should be doing just fine. Baneling's going to be used to kill all the Zealots. That actually... Oh, how much I like that Mothership. I don't like this micro from Nightmare, but I don't know if it's going to matter or not. He's starting to lose his supply a bit, but he's pushed so far on Dark's side of the map. 17 drones falling. I think it's... Oh, yeah, I don't think it's going to matter as much. We'll see. Dark could hold it. Nightmare not really producing behind it, and he's got this bank. He's a little overconfident here. GG. Nightmare takes game number 2, and we are going to a game 3 as we're into the upper bracket semifinals. Meanwhile, I don't know what's going on the other side. We had Coffee versus Classic going on to fight Cure. So we have a 100% chance. The curse has been lifted for those of you that are tired of it. Though I kind of tend to like the hero dark power hour that is KSL. As we call it sometimes. That was actually a really sick game. Even with the mistakes, yeah, I'm being critical a little bit more than I normally am. Mistakes are mistakes. Pros do it. You do it. I do it. I mean, hell. I misspoke probably like 20 times that game. I see soda on the table, not beer. How you doing, Samo? As I said, I'm probably going to have some tomorrow night. But I'm going to try to take it easy a bit before Atlanta. I'm obviously planning on having a little fun there. But during the day, I'm going to chill out a little more. Not make a fool of myself as much. I'm going to try to. Plus, everything's expensive at the venue. Doing good. Doing it quite well. All right. Yeah, there is. Yeah, you can buy drinks, Bruno. I mean, I know damn well you're gonna make me have a drink with you. But yeah, there is alcohol at the venue. I'm just not gonna get crazy. You know what I mean? That's the goal anyway. I have a feeling the last day might be a little different, but we'll see. I mean, I'm there on basically vacation, a very short vacation, as many of you are. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Site Delta in the red. Give it up for Dragon Kites of Gaming's Dark. And his opponent in the bottom right in the blue, representing Matcherino. Give it up for Nightmare, our Protoss player. Another ZVP. Will we see a dark victory? Is it going to be a dark day? Or are we going to have some nightmares here? All right, Nightmare, good job on forcing Mr. Dark to take the, linear third. Forced him. Oh, is he? Guys, are we seeing it again? Dark is going to cheese the Protoss, guys. He is going for Proxy Hatch or Reno. And this, my friends, is why Dark is probably my favorite Zerg player. Obviously, I love Raynor and Cyril. But Dark, there's something about him. The man representing Korea. And all you heckin' cheesy Zergs on the ladder. It's just a hatch block, though. He's not going into a pool, so I think he's respecting Nightmare a little more than he did the triple earlier. You hate flying hungover? Yeah. Dude, you had to drive from Utica hungover when you came. You and Starcraft Historian came to visit me. That was cool. Again, guys, little fun fact. Bruno and Starcraft Historian, Mr. Ahmed, came to visit Dave Reno. They meant to see each other, but it all worked out. We went and hung out. I was sick as hell that weekend, but we had a good time. Bruno and Ahmed, both absolute sweethearts of human beings. All right, guys, so Pool's going to finish. Nothing too crazy from Dark. Does cost him a little bit of minerals. Delays the Nexus. That's about it. Otherwise, Nightmare's doing just fine. And he gets free scouting. So there's that other caveat. It is quite annoying. You're forcing down a Zealot. You're changing a few things. The drone is going to go down, though, for now. It looks like for sure. That's one dead drone. And I guess he donated a free drone out of it. Dark being a man of charity. It's going to be another Stargate opener for Nightmare. No, Anna Diary, that's not the person. Armageddon, I'm having ladder hat flashbacks. I've been hatch blocked every game for 2 days. I feel that, Armageddon. I feel that, brother. I take it you're a Protoss as well. Trust me. That was a brutal drive. On my 40th birthday, you'll buy me a proper dinner. I'm guessing it's going to be McDonald's, the Big Mac. It's all right. I'm okay with McDonald's. Well, my 40th birthday is not for another year and a quarter. I'm going to be 39 this year. Sushi Nakazawa? Dude, that sounds really good. Funnily enough, though, I'm not the biggest sushi guy anymore. I can fill you in more. I mean, we got a bit of a lull right now. It's about the same thing. Pretty standard opener other than the, you know, it's just a hatch blocking hatch. It's not like, or Nexus blocking hatch, I should say. It's nothing as aggressive, per se, out of Dark. This puts the game in a little bit of a slightly different state. That sounds really good. Steak and lobster would be good. Yeah, I don't hate sushi, but I'm with you, Eddie. What happened to me is I could eat some. I actually went with my girlfriend, and I had sashimi. I know it seems like not cultured of me, but I used to love seafood. I don't know what happened, but as I got older, something happened. There's certain seafood I just can't eat. But I'm sure I would have a lot that's really good. I like rolls, for sure. I'll eat rolls all day, but like sashimi... not so much. I'll be honest. Lobster and clam? Human clam? Oh, you fucker. The Big Mac. Why are you mod again? Can somebody answer me? Why is he mod again? You damn dirty son of a bitch. Anyway, oracles are going to be thrown away. One of them goes and falls. It almost looks like a move reminiscent of Hero, but quite later. And again, the hatch block and everything else. I'm just reminding you, sir. It's going to be an Archon. Okay, Immortal Archon Charge Lot and a different form from Nightmare in this game. In a way, I don't hate it. Dark is going roaches and +1 ranged attacks, however. That being said, there's no upgrades for Nightmare. Like, I like Immortal Archon Charge Lot, but I just think it hits a lot differently with +1. Alrighty, guys. Oracle is going to go find itself across the map. It's a very late third base. Actually, guys, funnily enough, for those of you who watch my ladder streams, what does this remind you of? What build? Mine has a +1, though. It's the Zealot, the Archon, and the Stalker walk into a bar build. But this is how you do it normally with the Mortal Archon Charge Lot. So my build actually makes sense. You just use DTs instead to make your Archons. And you have DTs if you need DTs. And speaking of DTs, guys, I think the Big Mac is a big fan of DTs. DTs nuts in your mouth. Got him. All right. Anyway, that's right, boy. He had me going thinking he was being all nice and stuff. Not at all. Not at all, chat. Alright, here we are. No observer. There's a decent amount of creep, so this is going to be scouted, allowing Dark to get in position pretty quickly as he's going to navigate across the map. Back to defend with these roaches. It's a damn lot of roaches. It's funny, like how Chicken Man was saying earlier. And roaches do be bad. Roaches are bad except for when they're not. And with +1, I think they're actually going to be quite good. That's the on the flip of it, roaches do quite well without upgrades as it stands. Like if it's like Stalkers, not so much against Archons. Obviously against Zealots they are, but you can still get if you can get a decent surround, it's good. But look at the size of Dark's army. It's 92 to 41 army supply. And Nightmare's gonna have to disengage the hell off. I don't like the Phoenix. Why is he building a Phoenix just for this? Build a Void Ray, man, if you're gonna build anything. I really think he should have been pumping out Immortals. That's the play. He should have been pumping. Okay, now he's going into an Immortal. So the Phoenix is just to take care of the Overseer. He does get it. But this army's in a hell of a lot of trouble. I don't care how much Warp Prism Micro you're gonna do. These aren't Immortals. These are Archons. He's gonna have to... Oh, why did he throw it? Oof. Again, sorry for being critical, guys, if I am too much. I know there's a big debate and condiments in chat, but you know how it be. Oh, stasis ward. Is gonna go down. See what happens here. Oh my god, there's bugs everywhere. Somebody call the Orkin man. We need an exterminator. That's a beautiful surround, but the stasis ward is so good. Buying Nightmare some time. That actually was exactly what he needed. And I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I really wouldn't hate like one Void Ray being made with this, because it's pure Roach. If he built one Void Ray with this, the Roaches can't shoot up, mate. Not until the Ravs are here. Battery overcharge is on cooldown, and that shield battery's out of energy. The force field's buying some time. Oh no, the Immortal's derping over here. Nice save. Actually decent pickup micro and drop micro from our Protoss player, but he is going to lose a lot. He's microing his heart out. I don't think he can hold this though, guys. It's damn close, but I just don't see it happening. Maybe if he keeps these two Immortals alive, gets the other one, but now the Lings are coming. He has forced to go to the high ground. Dark taking a fourth hatchery behind this. It is looking pretty rough for our Protoss player. And that being said, he's not technically dead, but he's pretty much dead. Losing the third base is rough. Dark can now just drone behind it, but I think Dark's just going to kill him. That's his plan. However, that it also could be something else. Hey, Pilly Pilly. Thank you for the raid. Mr. Pilly. The most jacked man in Starcraft 2. Guys, make sure you follow Pilly. What up, Oberoth? How you doing, brother? Based Obi. Base Pilly Pilly. Say something about Pilly Pilly. Well, guys, you know, there was this one time. I shit you not. So I was up in the Adirondacks, all right? You ready for this Dave inventing a Pilly Pilly story out of nowhere? The legends of Pilly Pilly. So I was taking a walk with some buddies up in the Adirondacks. And the forest rangers were out there like, we have no idea why these trees just keep, they're like these massive trees are just falling. It's in a straight line. Like there's a whole path. They thought somebody was logging it, but it turned out it was just Pilly Pilly going for an evening jog up in the Adirondacks. The man is that huge that he was actually taking out a whole forest just from an afternoon jog. All right, this is Cope Disruptors, guys. I hope it's Disruptors. So many people I see building Colossi these days. There's no shot it's Colossi. It's like the new Dark Templar, guys. When behind, Disruptor. And you literally need Disruptors at this point. But I don't think it's going to matter. Like I said, he can do all the Warp Prism juggling he wants. The surrounds is so good here. There's Lings in the mix, and you can't quite Lings with Warp Prism Micro. He's going to have to cancel his Nexus, rather. Cancel it. No, he's not canceled. Why did we cancel it? Nightmare GG is called. And Dark is going to take in a 2-1. Oh, thank you, Oberoth. I appreciate that. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah, it took me forever to get Masters, but I finally did get it. I was gonna, hey, Cats, you know, can I join your team now? I finally hit Masters, dude. It only took like 30,000 plus games. Nothing we could have done better there, chat. All right, I gotta see what Kaitlyn and Chicken Man are up to. We may be doing a tri-cast, a really, really strange tri-cast of Kaitlyn, Chicken Man, and myself. What a combo, right? Only when Chicken Man... Usually that was the Chicken Man test opens where we'd always have random groups of people and fucking... I think the coolest one was Bayo, Stead, Flo, Esta. Mirth, Bayo, Wolf, Chicken Man... Oh no, Bayo... Whatever. Bayo, Chica, Flo, Dave, whatever the hell we called it. But that was a funny quadcast. And I hope Pilly had a good stream. Was he playing Star Auction tonight? Were you guys having fun with it? I forgot to ask you. Oh, there we go. Hola.
There he is.
Was
We'll stop. What's our finals here? Do we know who won Cure Classic?
Who won Cure Classic? We do not.
I think it was Classic.
It had to
because he's in the party.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it might be Classic.
Damn, Classic beat Cure, the Protoss Slayer.
I don't know, man.
I can't not see Classic as a Terran player. I'm sorry.
It's just forever a Terran player in your eyes.
That's funny.
Someone said, "Didn't know you still played Kaitlyn." Played what?
Kaitlyn. Never played the game Kaitlyn?
I mean, you're Kaitlyn.
No.
Shouldn't you have played the game?
Sounds like a
Kaitlyn?
pretty mid game.
Mid game.
What's Starcraft?
Everybody keeps telling me to play Dave the Diver, and I've still not done it. I almost considered it. I watched Loco
Jeez,
play
I
that
got
the other day or week.
What is Dave the Diver?
It's literally a game about a diver named Dave that dives for stuff and does stuff with like fish and diver things. Kind of like Scuba Steve.
You know what I started watching, and it's so bad, but you know how your YouTube algorithm gets populated with things,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like how algorithms are. Do you know what splunking is?
Oh, yeah. Like underwater
like-
cave diving. Or
Yeah,
just in general, that's cave diving, right? Spelunking.
yeah, but I only watch the ones where people die.
Jesus.
Right?
Whoa.
It's like true crime, but for splunking.
I hate that.
My YouTube just won't stop showing me these things, and they're like, "This person died in a watery death. They went down this tunnel. Here's what happened." And I watch it, and I'm like, "I hope they don't die."
Oh, that's brutal. Literally.
It's like watching Bambi for the 5th time, and being like, "Oh my god, I hope the mom's okay."
Just watching different versions of Bambi. Always wondering, like, hoping this one will go better.
Hang on, I'm gonna do a little.
Different, like in different languages, or
Yeah, but it's just like a slightly different version. Different animation studios doing Bambi. But like the story's always the same.
I've only seen the Disney Bambi.
Disney Bambi.
I think there is only Disney Bambi.
Yeah, I thought
this was
so.
this was a hypothetical.
Oh, yeah, I was getting confused. I'm like, wait.
I was just making it up.
You
well
guys
done,
haven't
sir.
been hit. Like you guys haven't had the whole true crime thing show up on your YouTube channels.
No.
Nah, I mean,
Oh.
maybe watch some like what's the one my girlfriend and her entire family watches the Forensic Files because her sister's actually a forensic scientist
Oh, dope.
for the New York
Yeah,
State
so
Police.
it's like that, but it's just this one guy, I guess, just does like cave diving versions of it. It's also not really crime, is it?
This is a
Well,
shock.
I mean,
this is a shocker.
if it's the caves doing the killing, could that be murder?
Can you really blame the cave though?
Listen, I'm not saying they should get jail time. I'm just saying
You love those.
they might be responsible, you know?
They're addictive, the videos.
The crime of passion.
My YouTube algorithm is all StarCraft, Leslie Nielsen, and Star Wars. And then like video game music and then random food reviews.
He was a good friend.
Holy crap, Hupsea's casting too. We got a stacked lobby here. What maps were played with Dark and Nightmare? Hold on, sorry guys, a little we have Liquipedia folks, Mr. Pori
Oh, that's
Florian
true,
asking.
Yeah, what maps Dark Nightmare played on?
It was
I do not remember.
I can't see them right now
it's
for some reason.
totally gone in my brain.
I can describe them, but I don't know the name of any of them.
I thought
So bad.
Even though I played hundreds of
no,
games.
no,
It was.
Was
Yeah,
it?
game 1 was Alcyone. Then game 2 was Oceanborn. Then game 3. What happened in game 3?
Game 3 was the big roach round. It was on
Site Delta.
Site Delta, yeah. You're better than... Damn, Chicken Man, you don't grind ladder like me, and you're better than at the maps than I am. This season.
Honestly, we got really lucky with this one.
That was good.
Are we still calling Classic chin toss, or are we like concerned about making people feel bad about their face?
I haven't in a long time, but I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to do.
It's still said. It's still said. He's usually...
we don't see him on TV as much these days, I feel like, so it's not as prevalent in my mind.
Right.
It's a weird one because Classic is very attractive.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad thing to be the chin toss.
No.
But
No.
Classic with the Giga Chad chin.
Yeah, basically, right?
It's what he's known for. It's his defining feature.
Other than
I wish
being
I had a chin.
Exactly.
Right, of course. Definitely the Terran in this match.
And what are you talking about, Montana? You're an absolutely beautiful man. See, for me, I don't even have hair. People identify me by a freaking hat.
Some people don't need hair. So I lean on my hair. If I didn't have that, it'd be nothing. You can play guitar though. That's hot.
It's had its pros. So yeah, got a little harass here.
Oh yeah, you gotta steal those minerals. It's funny we didn't get Dark Hero, but we still have Dark against Protoss in the finals.
Yeah.
Do you think this is gonna be better for the Dark then, or do you think it's gonna be about the same?
I think this will be better, just because Hero's been on a pretty heavy streak against Dark.
Yeah.
Do you ever like watch a TV show and then a character on that show does something and you feel slighted by them, even though it's just a TV show?
Like you trusted them.
Yeah.
Do you know that one comedy series, GSL? Well, one time the character Classic, he beat Sue in a way that really upset me, and that was like 8 years ago, and I haven't been over it.
You know that comedy show, GSL?
I understand.
Well played, Kaitlyn. Well played.
So I actually can't even see Classic against Dark without getting mildly triggered and being like thrown back to that.
You're just
okay.
Still upset about that series. It lives in your mind rent free.
It does. It actually does. That was the first thing I ever said to Sue. Was he was standing beside Classic, and he was standing beside someone else as well, but Classic is the one. Anyways, and the other was Zest, and I said, "How do you lose to these guys?" Because he had lost his first 2 GSLs. This was before he had lost like 6 GSLs. He had lost his first 2, and it was against Zest and Classic. And I was like, how do you lose to these guys?
That's good.
Man.
And answering Pori on here, other thing, he goes, who won the maps? It was Dark, Classic, and Dark in that order.
Nightmare. Dark, Nightmare,
Dark, Nightmare. What?
No,
Yeah, we're watching Classic.
No, it was Hero. It was Dark, Hero, Dark.
Right, yeah. It was Sue, Classic, Sue.
I don't know, guys. All I know is this conversation. This conversation's getting so dark, I'm just going to have nightmares.
It's a classic Dave
Hero.
joke.
Oh, man. That was such a bad joke.
Well, that's what we expect.
Yep.
We're not here for the good jokes.
If
If you guys want like good jokes, I think Steadfast is casting too. So
True.
Dark's building 6 overlords.
Yeah. So holy crap! It's basically he's going full laser mode.
Yeah, did he just like get supply blocked and get upset about it?
I think he did.
Yeah, the gold base, it makes it hard to use your minerals because when the drones pop for it, it's really hard to do the math for it.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Usually, you would only see that many overlords if like your roach horn is halfway through, and then you make the surplus of overlords to get ready for the roaches.
Yeah.
But the gold base, it is weird.
I was actually looking for the roach horn, expecting roaches to start up, but then he just like built drones instead.
Because it would have been too late for those overlords. Like you would have had to see the roach horn in the production tab.
Yeah,
or it would have been. There's no way Dark would make that mistake.
Oddly enough, I think this is a good read from Dark. I mean, I know he tends to go into Rochi. Oh no, very unlucky for Classic though.
Yeah, actually just shading out of there. I think he'll still be able to keep this Nexus alive though, so it should be okay.
Yeah,
but yeah, Dark knows what he's up against now. Sees all these adepts.
Yep.
This is pretty wild, being able to saturate 3 bases pretty much like very healthily against this. So this is gonna have a really strong counterattack after it's held.
Yeah, a lot of roaches on the way. Adepts already starting to go down. Classic needs to get some drone damage, I feel like, to make this feel worth it, but you're right. There's going to be a huge counterattack after this from Dark. He's going to have a lot of units out. Look at the army splice, 58 to 17.
Yeah, and
Now, is he gonna wait for roach speed, or is he just gonna walk his roaches against the creep that's like almost at his base?
I think he just needs to go.
Yeah, he's
got
going full
so
send
much
right
stuff.
now.
well, yeah, he might wait for one more cycle, but yeah, knowing Dark, he's just gonna go right across the map. I'm assuming. Yep. Yeah, he's gathering.
Classic doesn't even have a shield battery yet.
Yeah.
Oh, Dark, please. He's just got to go. The longer he waits, I feel like the better this is for Classic, because he is warping in Stalkers. He's got Blink on the way. He's got Sentries, Oracle, and a Void Ray.
Yeah, so Dark only got that one Zergling close enough to the third to see that it started, but he didn't actually know that there was no shield battery yet. So just to be extra safe, I guess he waited for the Ravagers to finish.
Yeah, trying to get as much use as he can. Gonna try to take down the shield battery now. The Lings are already here. This still feels like too much. Classic is gonna tap out. Dark. Too many roaches once again.
Now, if Caster Maddox was with us, I would love to ask Dark if he actually was going for that. Because the timing was a little weird, and like you were saying, Kaitlyn, it's kind of how stuff matches out with the gold base and how he was droning. But I'm wondering if it actually was truly reactive, or was it kind of a blind builder counter a little bit?
What I think is that he didn't expect to be able to macro so much.
Oh, Inu. Yeah, I could ask Inu.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of harassments early on, right? There wasn't like double Oracle, double Adept trying to harass and poke. So he just got up to that drone count super quick.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
You know, I'll ask Inu after this. That's a good point.
What? Ask.
Pori Forian was saying, why don't you ask into the Inu? He's a Korean. I mean, he speaks a good amount of English. Yeah.
Do an interview.
Or not an interview, I was just going to ask him the question if he can type it, you know?
Oh.
I don't know if he can do that.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering what he's casting on. I wanted to ask him because Koreans and Twitch, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I feel really bad for the Koreans right now. Did you hear about that, Kaitlyn?
No.
Yeah, they can't stream on Twitch anymore in Korea. Or Twitch is pulling
Twitch,
out of them.
Twitch is like fully closed in Korea. You can't stream.
What? I get all of my news from Twitch chat, so this was actually on my chat for not telling me.
Yeah, I'm chat. What the hell are you doing? Step it up.
When did that happen?
Just
like 2 days ago?
2 days ago, yeah. And people were asking who all is casting. I'm just going to say it. We have Ms. Kaitlyn, we have Mr. Chicken Man, and we have some guy named Dave Testa.
Dave Testa.
And we have a gorgeous Classic in this game, and Dark, who's currently up 1.
I mean, let's be real. Dark's a bit of a Chad, too.
Dark is also very gorgeous. It's true.
Yeah. He's got that, like, that big
that like it was
gamer guy
exclusionary, or one or the other.
I really feel like he could be, like, kind of like MC used to do. Let's be real. MC was the GOAT for theatrics in StarCraft, but Dark could totally pull off an MC kind of thing, like you know how the Undertaker was done with MC. I could see him pulling something off. Like, what if he was like Ultimate Warrior or something? No.
Are you talking about the Undertaker and Mankind?
Oh, like WWE,
Yeah.
formerly WWF. Yeah.
Sorry,
I thought
I
WWE
missed
was
all of
the
that.
Panda. Now I don't know what's real.
No, that's
WWF is
WWF.
the Panda?
Yeah.
WWF is the Panda, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. WCW.
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
World Championship Wrestling.
I mean, we won't hold it against you, Kaitlyn. We know you're Canadian and all, so you know Canadians are too cool for that stuff. You know.
Really? I grew up. I watched wrestling as a kid.
I'm only teasing you. Only teasing.
I thought Canadian wrestling was just hockey.
I
mean-
watch hockey.
I thought you were Canadian. Isn't
Yeah,
that against the law?
I figure skate 6 to
Is
7
that
times
against-
a week.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. I was gonna say she is quite the skater. I saw some of those moves, Kaitlyn. You're pretty good.
I'm a skater girl.
You're pretty
Skater
heckin'
girl
good.
gamer.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. That's extra cool. That's like hero level. Skating in. Winning GSLs. It's basically you, but on ice.
Yo, I got a good nickname for Kaitlyn now. You're Skatelyn.
Skatelyn, I've heard that before, but I don't know why.
Probably back to like, that sounds like something that you'd hear in like elementary school or something.
Absolutely. Oh my god, Dave, did you just say elementary?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Okay, this must be an upstate New York thing because I say that and people give me shit for it all the time.
Dave's, the overlap of Chicken Man and
incredible.
Dave being from upstate.
We're the
I
only
actually-
ones who pronounce it that way.
That's awesome, dude.
Basically, even through university, like up until university, I only ever had one nickname, really, because I had like no friends. So this whole nicknames territory, very, like, I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it. Not a thing.
Not a thing.
It's new to you.
It's new.
Yeah.
Well, that's a
We gotta
shame.
come up with more nicknames for you then.
Usually the only nicknames I hear are like, nice race.
Yeah.
No
That sounds
skill.
about right.
Oh.
Cheeser.
So
Play a
you
real race. Yeah. Yeah, four base macro Zerk. All you ever do is cheese.
well, you might see me on the ladder sometimes now. Get Kaitlyn on your main race this time, and you know that you
Your
know
master?
damn well it's gonna be me when you see your nice race and pause spam.
Yeah.
But we
Oh,
played.
yeah.
Yeah, I heard you.
You know it's
harass
Dave if
after.
there's pause spam.
Yep. And then I say Terran in, but even though it's a PVZ. All right. Anyway.
Honestly, especially if it's a PVZ.
Classic is a Terran. I can't. The first race you play is your race forever.
That's true. That's how it works.
So we're all Terrans.
Yeah, it's kind of true, honestly.
We're
Yeah.
all Terrans.
Ooh,
This is some good damage for Classic, though. You can get
Yo.
like 9 drones here.
Oh no!
Sick
the
Oracle control. Holy shit.
third.
10.
Damn.
Oh, the 3 oracles hitting the third.
That's sick.
Hero, we
Classic.
know you're lurking around in chat. Hero's probably watching Kaitlyn right now. He probably heard, yo, Kaitlyn's... Remember that? Kaitlyn, when we were on the other week, and Hero's all like... You're like, Hero's gonna know who I am right here. No sooner than she said it. No sooner than she said it. Hero was-
I mean, Hero knows everybody cool.
Mhm.
Obviously. He knows all the other skaters. Dark is all winning right now.
Yeah.
He's like, you killed 10 drones. Fine. I'll just make all Lings and Banes. And he's gonna Bane bust.
And the +1
my
melee
God.
kicking in, and
Oh,
there we
these
go.
probes.
There
These
it is.
probes.
Oh, man, that was
Those
painful.
waves. All sides.
The oracles are out of energy. Classic's third is in shambles. Can he pull it together? There's no shield battery in the natural.
There's
Oh
backup
no,
shield
dude.
battery.
There's
no
a force
shield.
field.
Look, if he had a shield battery if he had a shield battery in the net and in the third, he would have probably held it.
The macro was a bait.
He was just so not ready for this. And now I think it's too late. The Bane Bust is going to win game 2. Well, Zergimla.
But
GG.
there it is.
Well, I'm going to have to refer to this replay to Scorpling the next time I hear if she ever plays StarCraft again when she was complaining. I don't know what to do with Bane Bust anymore against Protoss. Let's see. Just watch Dark.
Just watch Dark.
In the finals of KSL week 38. So Kaitlyn.
Yeah?
I got some statistics for you. We've reached over $20,000. We being the community. In the Korean StarCraft League for Korean StarCraft.
That's amazing.
And if you didn't know, we're pretty much, they didn't fully say it, but we were under the impression they were keeping eyes on us when GSL was, had massive cuts as well as ESL. And they actually kind of saw the community coming together when it first started. And that's when they just shortly, I'd say it was about a month and a half, would you say, Chicken Man, after we did this, they decided to make GSL go to community funding as a boost.
Yep. They were copying our notes, They were looking over like, oh, it's a good idea.
KSL, yeah.
Hold on. Patreon? Let's give it a shot. Replays.
Yep.
Easy.
Nice. The replays are really important, honestly.
I'm so glad I'm not drinking tonight, guys.
They are.
The replays give you so much intel.
I was never a replay watcher, which is probably why I was never good at StarCraft.
You're not bad, dude.
Even if you're knowing what's going... Okay, if you ever watch a replay from a pro player's POV, it changes everything. Everything you thought was true with the game.
It's so insane how fast they are.
Oh, yeah. It really is. If you look at, just at the end of the game, sometimes rather than pulling up every so often I'll pull up the APM when something crazy's going on. I'm like, just out of curiosity, how much are these guys working right now? And it's just nuts to see sometimes.
Even when they're doing what seems like nothing, they're doing so much.
Yep. Yeah, it's actually correct.
Not even contesting the second. Perfectly happy with taking the third.
No, it's funny because if Dark wants his natural base, he will force it.
Ooh.
He will bring a second drone down. He'll take a 14 hatch. If he wants it, he'll do everything he can to get it.
When does he decide to do that?
Usually if he's going to attack.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of a tell almost.
Yeah.
He doesn't do it 100% of the time, but if I see him take a 14 hatch, I'm like, oh, Roach Warren's coming down soon.
Yeah. And funnily enough, Dark will do things a little bit. Oh, more so. What's cool about Dark and what's a double cool thing. Cyril, I guess, was actually studying Dark, and that's why he's been shaking things up a bit lately, which is cool to see because I always love Cyril. He's the GOAT. Who doesn't love Cyril, but at the same time, I kind of at times be like, well, here we go. It's going to be the same kind of standard, kind of boring. He's just going to do his thing. He's going to be patient. He's going to macro it up, and he's going to go into a Roach Ravager, Speedling, push back, and not even cheese, but just, a reaction. He just steamrolls the Protoss most of the time. But he's been shaking it up and actually taking some Dark builds.
Ooh, going back to classic Cyril.
Yep.
I feel like Dark's the perfect person for Cyril to learn from at this point.
Yeah. For sure. It's like next level. He's going to transcend.
I mean, if he could have all the powers of Dark and all the powers of Cyril, he'd be unstoppable.
Yeah. And if his last name was Maytag, he'd be Rainer because he'd be washed.
See, I think
slowly just banned you.
A thing or two from Cyril.
No, Rainer would be laughing right now. I'm just only saying it because Rainer always says he's washed himself. I obviously don't think Rainer's washed. What a good kid.
I think the hard thing of learning from Cyril is that Cyril's game plan is just like, be perfect. It's like, okay, great. Awesome. Yeah, thanks. So helpful. Good advice.
I think Cyril's just always had, some people, they have this innate ability to read and respond to things, and Life had it, and the other person that I don't know, not many people have what Cyril has.
Yeah.
Because
I think Cyril's ability to scout and figure out what his opponent's doing is just insanely good. I think Dark also has that ability. It's just that they respond very differently to what they scout.
Mm-hmm.
But figuring out what your opponent's doing is hugely important.
Well, Dark coming in with a lot of pressure here and doesn't have an Oracle. Well, I mean, we do have an Oracle with some energy, but it's not a lot of Pulsar Beam energy for Classic. So what I'm getting at is I think getting that Adept was actually it's such a small thing, but if Classic had opened double Adept, he'd probably be into a third Adept. But he has literally like nothing to defend. You know what I mean? To take that third. So it really, Dark did a good job delaying the third, if nothing else.
I'm not really sure if Dark delayed the third too much. I think that first pylon in the corner was to help establish the third.
Yeah, but normally with this build,
I have 4 minutes, 350, I guess.
Yeah, normally with this build, you'd be taking a quicker Nexus.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, it's not a bad time Nexus by any means, but
yeah. I guess I just assumed that because the pylon was made in the corner that he was waiting for that to do the Nexus. But yeah, I think 350 is like the more correct timing. And it went down at 420.
He was scared.
Look at the saves with the Evos going down by Dark.
Ooh, that Oracle's, yeah, the Oracle's going down.
Oof.
I guess he's not playing against Zero.
6 drones is pretty good, but losing an Oracle is painful.
Oh, but he has a third one coming down behind it.
Is he going to let this Roach Horn in this Evo Chamber finish?
I have a weird feeling, yeah, he's just going to go with it like it's a build. Dark is such a baller. He's just like, I don't care where they are.
Yeah. Let's
just go with it. I'm going into ranged attack.
You know what? I needed those anyways.
Yeah, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Where you least expect it.
True. Oh, nice catches.
You know, some annoying things back and forth
there
here. You know who I miss? Speaking of Oracle control, I miss Trap.
Oh, for real.
Oh, cute. Yeah.
Real. Trap and Rogue.
Ah. So many good players.
Seeing Classic right now, Rogue versus Classic was the most Dave game ever played in Starcraft 2. I was reminiscing on this.
I mean,
in 2019.
It was beautiful.
Cannon rush into a proxy pylon with Blink DT sniping the lair.
I threw my voice out screaming for Classic when he blinked those DTs into Rogue's main.
Yeah. And it was Roddy and Artosis of all people casting it too. Oh.
I feel like Trap had his moment in what was the first StarCraft 2 expansion called? Wings of Liberty? I feel like Trap had his moment then. Mm-hmm. And then it was kind of hard. I feel like it's hard for Protosses to like break out of the pack. Like even when Deer had his moment, I feel like he didn't transcend everything like Classic and Hero have.
Yeah.
Deer always felt like he was one of the many Protosses.
I don't know why though, because he was definitely good, but I feel like he never broke out like some of the other Protosses did.
Yeah.
Now speaking of interesting situations, Dark's going for a very dark strategy here. He's got that Spire finishing, and I don't think this is going to be Corruptors. I think it could be a good read. He's going right into Mutas.
This actually looks exactly like a Cyril build, where you have the 8 roaches and they go into Ravagers. So you do like Ling, Ravager, specifically 8 Ravagers, and then yeah, you have some Mutas.
But the timing of this, I think Dark might not even. He might have some Ravs.
I don't think he's doing Ravagers because he doesn't
either.
really have the gas for it, but he might like morph some closer to the base to deal with something.
Oh, did he see the Mutas? He's going to. Potentially.
Yeah, this like Ling Roach Muta, like this is very much Cyril.
Wait, I don't think
maybe Dark has been learning from Cyril. I told you, Dark's been paying attention to you. You know, he learns from you.
Yep.
And you learn from Cyril. So.
Oh, this is so annoying.
Yeah, this is really, really nice for Dark. Dealing with this before Blink, with like Archons and trying to warp Stalkers in. This is so painful.
And he just microed the hell out of these mutas.
Yeah, they're gonna get so many probes. No shield battery or cannon in the main. The roaches are getting pushed back on the other side though. Yes. So Dark's got to be careful to make sure he has enough ground army to deal with the ground army of Classic.
So the way that Cyril deals with this is he has a lot of Banes. I don't think that's Dark's style. I think the 25 gas is more about going into the roaches.
Yep. Why build Banes when you could just build more roaches?
Yeah. They don't even die after they hit once.
Right?
You don't feel them hit, but they don't die.
Well, funnily enough, what's crazy...
Oh, no, Classic.
I don't know about either of you, but what's crazy about this is it's actually not that bad for Classic. It could potentially not be that bad for Classic, but now we're starting to see some Lings trickling. I was about to say there's not too many Zerglings. One Immortal getting traps kind of rough, but...
That Immortal, that's going to hurt. That's going to really hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate this for Classic, though. I mean, he is holding right now. And the thing is, the longer this goes, the more Dark is stuck on a bunch of roaches, which is not particularly ideal.
So I guess this really depends on if he's going to get Lurkers or Vipers in time.
Yeah.
Or if Classic is going to hit like the critical mass of Immortal Archon to deal with the layer 2/2 army.
Yeah, there's not even a Lurker Den or a Hive. The infestation bit just going down now. I think Dark's more concerned just getting the Roach Hydra army out.
This is really looking like Heart of the Swarm now.
Yeah.
Well, we do have charge on the side of Classic. I guess
it's honestly too bad that killing like 30 probes doesn't also make Archons disappear.
No, it does not. Those Archons stay alive. Ooh, Classic kind of taking a fight over on the right-hand side. I think the Roaches and Hydras might be able to win the left, but Classic is doing a spectacular job defending right now.
I feel like we're watching Showtime and not Classic. How he's been playing some of this.
I mean, I feel like those guys actually are very similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah, in some regards. Like, obviously Classic could be a little cheeky and avant-garde a little more, but...
Yeah, these are really difficult decisions that Classic's making by breaking up his army because his units are slow. Like, these are dangerous fights to take, even if he has a stronger army than Dark. But he's doing it. You can really see the difference between Classic and Nightmare with these attacks.
Yeah, I mean, Classic's utilizing these Blink Stalkers so well, bringing a little bit of that hero juice to it.
I mean,
Classic is being more aggressive with a weaker army than Nightmare was, and against a stronger. Yeah, because the Hydras are scary here.
Oh man, that's so many Hydras.
Losing the Prism.
Classic's doing his absolute best. The Prism's crucial. Stasis traps? Hold on, those have been Dark's weakness. But Dark just has too much stuff.
Now, the thing of it is I mentioned it before, he did open with charge, so it was Immortal Archon charge a lot. What he really should have done right there, instead of warping in more Stalkers, you should have got around his Zealots and tried to set up, well, just the same as you do with Zerg. Zealots are pretty good against Hydras. I think he needed, if he got a good surround.
Against Hydras, yeah, but probably not on creep in like into the chokes.
Well, yeah, the concave was so big there for Dark. I think that's what really did it. Like, you can blink back all day, but as we learned from Tasteless, concave greater than convex.
That's true.
Oh, I think he's onto something with that.
No.
And this is a problem we see a lot of Protoss get into, folks. He doesn't have Storm yet. And at the same time,
he's trying to wait for it, but he just can't afford to. But I think it's too late.
Yeah, it's
too little, too late. Dark 3-0's Classic in the finals.
It's such a hard tell for Classic to make because the Hydras popped at the exact right time. There was no way to scout that.
Yeah, and I think if Dark had reinforced with a bunch of Roaches instead of a bunch of Hydras, the Blink Stalkers would have been fantastic. But because he just went full Meal Micah and held the H key down, It ended up going pretty poorly for the Blink Stalkers.
Wait, did Classic not take any games?
Didn't take a single game.
Oh my god, Dark One! Oh my god!
Yeah.
The chin was not strong enough.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a 3-0.
Wow, Dark!
Yeah.
Let's go!
Pretty quick one. A quick
Oh my
one this
god.
week.
Yeah. A super quick tournament. It's like less than 2.5 hours.
That is definitely the fastest one yet. I just
Wow. See, this is also, that last game is one of those things where it's like, it looks so easy. And if you were to do what Dark did on ladder, you would think, oh, I can beat like a Protoss on 4 bases with Roach Hydra. But it really very specifically requires a Protoss that is so good that they know the exact time to attack. And you are so good that you make your Hydras at the exact correct time. Like, it really requires both of you to be so good that it goes horribly in your favor.
Oh, for sure.
Well, and the mutas into the Hydras ends up being so smart because you can't go into Colossi if there's a Spire, right? That would be the stupidest decision. So all of a sudden, your Hydras don't have an immediate counter because Storm hasn't been researched yet. So you end up in this weird spot where the Protoss can't just build the obvious counter.
So people do end up doing Colossus against like the 8 mutas, but
yeah, I mean, oddly enough, it's how you open though. If you open Stargate, it's really hard to do. If you did something like a DT opener, then you could actually do it. As weird as it sounds, I just know because that's kind of how I will play. It's 50-50.
The limiting factor was kind of there in the opening.
Yeah.
But yeah, very
good
cool
game
stuff. And Kaitlyn, I bet you're gonna say no. Out of curiosity.
Wait, that means Nightmare took a game off Dark, but Classic didn't take any games off Dark.
Classic did not.
Yeah.
Wow. And it was the game where, well, okay, it's the 2 Archons were done on time. Dark overcommitted, but Nightmare was playing overly cautious and won.
Maybe if Classic had played more cautious, maybe that was the secret.
Like, yes, but he would have looked so silly not going for the kill. like he was there, he was splitting his army perfectly. There was like no way to scout what had just happened because Hydras build very, very quickly. I think it was like 24 seconds or like something like that in the old timing. Like that sounds crazy fast, but it was really fast.
Yeah. Sorry. Kaitlyn, are you by any chance? I probably doubt it. But out of curiosity, are you going to DreamHack in Atlanta?
In Atlanta? Probably not. No, I don't bother traveling in North America anymore. Only Europe and like outside of North America.
Oh,
understandable.
Yeah, fair enough.
Understandable.
Isn't it like in December?
Yeah, it's
literally next week. That's why I was asking.
My school doesn't go on break for like another 2 weeks, and then I'll probably try to get to Europe if I can.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Nice.
That's
I realized like on my 4th BlizzCon that NA just doesn't hit like it once did.
Well, I have a huge. I'll be honest at that note, because of COVID and everything, we destroyed. Shout out to NA. The turnout in IEM Katowice in Atlanta last year. Chickenman knows. They didn't have enough seats for anybody. Oh, yeah. They kept having to bring more and more, and before you knew it, it was freaking packed. And it was not for Fortnite and Overwatch and things like that.
No, I think the Starcraft audience was way bigger than they had expected.
Yep.
Wild. I used to get really bitter because at BlizzCon, I would never get to watch the finals, even though I was like in GM and actually play the game. But they would always close the main hall. So I remember like one of the ones that why am I forgetting his name? Maybe Life Through to him. We're not really sure, honestly, because the loss was so weird. Protoss player, Cheeky, beat Hero with Nasty Zealots in his base. Beat Jaedong, broke everyone's heart. I think it starts with an S.
SOS?
Yeah, SOS.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching like SOS beat Life on like a
SOS
monitor
is my
outside of the
favorite.
Grand Hall at BlizzCon with cats, because if you ever left and you didn't just like sit in there,
Oh, they wouldn't let you back in.
Yeah, they wouldn't let you back
Oh
in.
my god.
Even though you're like the literal pro players that play the game.
I'm top 200.
$200. No dollar sign.
I'm top 200.
So yeah, I ended up I kept going to all these BlizzCons and then not even getting to watch the finals in the stadium.
Damn.
That do be a rough. Chicken Man, I'm having a little technical issue with the replays, sir. Because I did a weird naming thing and I added all the Korean I did like player block or something, and it won't let me change them back to the normal player name. Like, you know, as the whatever crew for Dark. So I can't compress them.
Oh. Well, just send them to me separate.
Yeah. Right.
And then maybe I can.
Yeah.
I'll let you know if I can.
Gotcha. Sorry to cut you off. Kaitlyn too, and Chicken Man too. Good job. Chicken Man usually cast.
Yeah,
It's been a while
it was
for you, Kaitlyn.
good to finally cast with you, Kaitlyn.
I think Dark did all the work. I did nothing.
You did.
Good job to Dark.
That's what casting really is doing nothing but pretending like you were an important part of the game.
Exactly. And we were hanging out, having fun, talking about, you know, Kaitlyn's YouTube algorithm and all sorts of other stuff.
Real fun.
You know, it was good times had by all, you know.
High quality conversations.
Yeah. That's what you and I usually do, Chicken Man. And you know what? And I was mentioning earlier. The good thing is I was actually sober for once too, Kaitlyn. I think I was a little tipsy the first time we casted together.
Probably.
I like casting with sober Dave.
Yeah, it's a little different, you know. Sometimes it's normally when I am sober when we're casting Chicken Man, every time it's like I had like no sleep and was you know, or both of us. That's more accurate. But yeah, no, it's been fun.
Yeah, it was an absolute pleasure.
Yeah. Thanks, Kaitlyn. That was it's been interesting. You've been wanting to come into cast too. You're like, get me in. So sorry again for last week.
I'm down like every Friday. I told you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's why it's funny that someone said like, I didn't know you still play. Like Starcraft.
And feel free. There's also other people.
There's nothing like Starcraft. You can't stay away from it.
Yeah.
No matter like people.
It's
who
kind of rude,
game,
honestly.
People who hate this, yeah, seriously, like major boundary violation. People who hate this game, they can't stay away.
Yeah.
They really can't.
True.
Nope.
So think about people who like only mildly hate this game. I don't hate StarCraft. StarCraft makes me feel alive like nothing else. A lot of games I start like falling asleep when I play them, but StarCraft is like enthralling.
It's so much